in the position where they're paying attention, and people are paying attention. We've had fish fries, and hot dog feeds, and concerts, and and we will continue to have many more to get together with the people that live in Iron County and realize we all live here, we know what we have, and we need to protect it.
We're not a school. We just do a summer program and we work. And she has
Can I ask you to do it because I'm going to make mini classes? Do you see it?
No, I can't.
Roberts? Here. Mr. Thompson?
Here.
Mr. Keachek?
Here.
Acknowledge that the meeting was properly called and posted.
I'll certify that it was.
Hayward requesting us to go back to the bargaining table for the large group gathering permit. After consulting with the attorneys, we all come upon the decision that this is the right thing to do. So we're going to probably end up looking forward to referring this back to the forestry committee to work with the attorneys.
Bill Williams from GTEC was also there, told us that holes have been drilled and the equipment's off-site, and that there was some couple things wrong with either the wording or how they're gonna do their bulk sampling, where the DNR is wanting to straighten that out before they can do the bulk sampling, and they hope they can do that in September. Get it straightened out by September. And they're gonna try to use where it was blasted 20 or when it was blasted in the 70s, they're gonna still try to use them holes, so they're gonna have to.
It wasn't a bomb scare. We were taking precautions, ma'am. There was a bag found and no one knew the answer for it. So I don't know what
You know,
I don't know what
I
that has
get
to do
that.
with what we're talking about.
I
but
get that because what it has to do with is that people justified it by saying GTAC was afraid.
You're worried about what a handful of the native people of this land are doing to the environment and the forest. People that are there trying to save the water and the forest for all of our future generations. You roll out the red carpet for others who are gonna blow it all up for money to line pockets, and your priorities are a little messed up. I don't want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions on this tribal issue. And I was afraid until I was greeted by a single native man who said, "Welcome, my name is Mel. Can I show you what we're doing here? And would you like a tour?" I've been back there many times since. I've met old friends there, concerned about the mine. I've met locals, new friends, 2 senators, botanists, geologists, natives, white. I've met friends, a lot of friends.
That I really plead with all of you here to consider. One is to respect the treaty rights of the people who were here before our grandfathers' mines were here. There were people here before, and there are treaty rights that we should respect. Please allow them to stay either through a variance. We did, or the Forestry Committee did initially unanimously approve their presence there. So follow up and do what you need to negotiate with them and allow them to stay there. They're a good force up in the...
I'm Peter Tobacco on behalf of the Wakota Tribal Government. Talk here today. Now I know that there was some talk about trying to bring criminal charges against the Wakota camp. And after hearing your introduction here on a letter from the Wakota Tribal Government, that we're going to go back to the negotiating tables. And those are good words to our ears. I'm glad to hear that. And so, in a spirit of cooperation, thank you very much.
Thank you.
The thing is, too, is I don't feel it's a treaty rights issue. I don't believe it's a treaty rights issue. I've talked to the guys from the tribe, and I get along with the guys. We talked over this. This camp up there is a protest to the mine.
Their view of the future is a totally mechanized mine, from the robots that plant the explosives, to the hydraulic drills, to the driverless cars that move the ore from the mine, to the processing plant. There are no human beings doing these jobs anymore.
And I just don't think it's for the mine, because there's no reason to. I mean, all it's going to do is give the company that's putting the mine and get more money. That's all they're gonna do by getting iron ore.
As I mentioned earlier, we received a letter after we made this decision at the Forestry Committee. And I highly recommend that we, after speaking with our lawyers, that we refer this back to the Forestry Committee for negotiations to begin as far as the large group gathering permit that we decided back in June to have them do.
You want to You know, I'd like to just see that group go.
What is that? Who's that on there? Who's that? Oh, Victor.